Hello, I am Aerial Flood Advisor and I am playing City Skylines again. Welcome back to Kitty City. And we have a plan now. Last time I was thinking, well, where do I expand from here? I used up all the space. Well then, I have all this back here. I can just build stuff over and around that highway and build all of that up as well with skyscrapers. Another plan is fix the noise pollution because it's starting to get bad. Yeah, I know the commercial buildings cause noise pollution, but I still think having them along the roads there is the best choice for them. But yeah, I can get some barriers along the highways for sure. I can get a whole bunch of trees. I keep talking about placing trees, but then I don't. And either move these a little farther away from the shore, or put a whole ton of trees along there too. It'll probably be a mixture of both. The other is try to fix this problem. Oh, that little on and off ramp thing I did here, not helping so much. They're just getting backed up here and here now. That one's going to be trickier. I'm not sure how much I can do until I get this connected over here, which I want to buy this zone to do first. I think to some of its industrial shipping traffic, if I connect it up to the rail network for exporting it at least, that might help some. It'll actually tell us if we have a lot of export. Looks like we do. I'd say getting a rail just for industry right now would make sense. And then maybe expand it over to this side of the highway a bit, get more people driving all the way down and around this mess maybe? Maybe, we'll see. So first things first is let's get to this side of the highway. And I think even the small connection up here is going to help ease things up down there a bit. What I'm going to do is, you guessed it, there's going to be more roundabouts. If I could fit it in here, but without having to buy that. If not, I can just curve the road around for now. Yeah, I'm just going to curve the road around for now. I'll edit in the roundabout later. And this is going to be a bit tricky because I see there's an incline in the terrain. Come on. There we go. And just keep it nice and simple. Oops. Don't want to move the camera. Now I do, because I want to get a better look at this. Let's now straighten it out. It's just going to be diagonal from here, so kind of a weird shape. But hey, cities aren't all perfect grids. Gonna do a bit more of what I did up there over here. There's going to be some roads branching off. There'll probably be another 3-laner coming up around this way to keep things nice and connected, but for now we're just sticking with that. And that should do for now. Don't want to have too many wide roads, at least not starting out, and that's something that I can fix later on if need be. Still trying to stick with the stem and leaf idea. And I'm still deciding. Yeah, I think there's still going to be mostly commercial along the sides here. Probably some offices closer to the 3-laner to create a sound barrier like that. And let's keep just doing this. That's getting a bit close to the highway. Let's delete that back a bit. I wouldn't mind having a whole forest in between, because that's going to be nice sound barriers. And the highways themselves have sound barriers I can add too. I already did a little bit along here, so there's going to be a lot more of those once this area is set up. Okay, first things first, make sure it's got the utilities. Just plug it in there, that'll work for now. How are we doing on power? We're good. It's, you know, it is hooked up to the grid. We're fine there. It needs to be hooked up to the water grid now though. Keep it nice and simple, nice big square block. Let's just loop it around, make it a weird spirally shape, there. And fill in the center bit to make sure, just in case. Alright, now to zone. Already decided this will be office, well maybe except for that, that can be some commercial. This will be office. And some more commercial in there. And same thing here, office. And commercial. Probably won't line both sides of the street with commercial to try to mitigate some of the evil noise pollution. Maybe alternate it like that, so there's still a nice even spread of it, but it's not absolutely everywhere. And it'll extend back into the back street a bit there. Okay. Happily painting the zones. That one's a bit wide, we'll leave it. Okay, the rest of this, well, I can get some more commercial on the sides here. And almost done. They all appear to be about the same shape for these zones. And almost done. So I hope everyone's doing okay. How is everyone doing today? If you cheered, I can't hear you, because this was recorded days ago. That's okay though, good to hear you're doing well. I'm doing pretty well still, recording this in pretty quick succession because I did the editing and it's like, wait, I'm an idiot, there's stuff to do, and I'm doing some of that stuff now. Need to get this zoned, because otherwise this is not going to get hooked up to the grid completely. And this will grow on its own. We'll leave it sit like it's some kind of cooking show. You know how they put the thing into the oven and they're like, well, that's going to take some time. Now let's do this other thing. We're going to make the side dish a lovely salad. Do they do salads on cooking shows? Because it's not really cooking, but I can see the ones with a healthier aim doing a salad featurette where they, I don't know, show things about like how to properly cut vegetables and mix together salads in clever and healthy combinations. So, anyway, enough about salads. Maybe we'll stick some of these along the shore. Oh, they're teeny though. No, I want a bigger tree than that. These are nice. How about we'll put these along the shore here. They don't really blend in the best with the conifers I have in the shore. Wait, let's do a before and after though. Let's see what it thinks of that. Okay, so there's quite a bit of red inland. Used to be worse, but the trees already are helping out. Still gonna place a whole bunch. Enjoy the lovely tree plops. They're gonna extend into Amyalthus Hills proper a bit. Have a little bit of a tree gradient, I suppose, is a term we can use. You can get some around the water pumps too, because they create noise. Not as bad as the turbines do. Let's extend it a bit farther down so it's not just this little one wooded area that happens to have some trees and sound protection in it. And you know what, there's going to be a couple pine trees scattered around in here too. Fill that up a bit. Let's see what other trees I have, if there's any other fun modded things. That's a default tree. Oh, I like this though. Small beech. Small beech trees on the beach. And again, tree gradient a bit. Stick some of them in here. And in here too. You can hear my ferocious clicking over the plops. Click, click, click. Click, 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 click. Plop, 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 plop. If only planting trees were this easy. You know what? I have a story about it. I'm not sure if I told the story before. If I did, apologies. But when I was younger, my brother was in Cub Scouts and then Boy Scouts, and they would let the families tag along and do projects too, so I was sometimes along for the ride there. One of them was planting trees in this area near a local park and lake, which is pretty cool, because you think you're like 9 and it's like you're helping out with the community and like saving nature and stuff. And each time we went out, there was a yearly thing around the same time each year. Every time we went out, it started to occur to everyone that, hey, we're planting these trees in the same place. What's up with that? And it turned out the people that maintained that area of the park didn't care about our little project and mowed everything down. It was a very depressing thing as a kid. Made you learn a little bit about how the world works. You try to do something nice and some people completely ignore it. Anyway, nobody's gonna be an ignorant, nasty person here. They're gonna leave these trees standing because they start out fully grown and there's nothing they can do about it. Ha ha ha. Bit tree gradient anyway for the pine trees. This could be a nice little conifer forest. Oh, let's get some. Is that an oak tree? Yeah, we'll get some oak trees in there. Nice, lovely forest. Just getting a little bit schizophrenic with the tree types. Some of these are definitely more subtropical than temperate, but who cares? It looks nice. I suppose somebody that studies biomes and botany, specifically trees, would be an arborist? Arborist, yes. An arborist would be very mad with me right now. But that's too bad. They'd also be mad about these trees that are affected by the pollution here. Oh no. They look very nice in autumny. I know there's almost certainly mods that will change tree color, but I hope that's something they add in the base game along with the day-night cycle, which they mentioned in the expansion. And yes, there's going to be expansion. I don't think I mentioned that last time. But anyway, I hope Seasons comes up, because I'd like to see a snow-covered city. I'd like to see the autumn. I'd like to see trees start blooming during the winter, or not the winter, the spring, and looking awesome. Ooh, that's not looking so good, actually. Let's hook up power through a different way, just to get those offices, not dying. Let's speed up time. We should really have, time sped up for most of this, at least at second speed. So this can grow at a reasonable pace while I'm doing tree stuff and sound barriers. Let's see. Oh, that is helping. That's nice. That's definitely better than it was before. The dark red was all the way out, just licking this house here. The Highland residence was extremely affected by the sound there. I still think I can get away with moving some of these a little bit further offshore. Oh, it's even slightly better for the power production. And I think some of that is related to the density of the wind turbines. If there's too many in one place, then they aren't going to be as effective. I'm going to move some of them down here. There. Keep them relatively bunched together. They're difficult to line up because where the bubble says it's going to be placed isn't necessarily where the turbine itself is going to appear, because the base is down here technically, as you can see when you mouse over it. But the turbine itself visibly is much further up than that. That should also improve noise. Oh, that's so much better. Oh, that's lovely. Let's upgrade the highways now, though. Upgrade tool. Actually, let's have a look at the highways, noise-wise. Oh, you can see just what that little bit does. Oh, that's partly because I think the traffic values reset when you upgrade it. So that's nice. If I can put some around the roundabout, that would be good too. And same for up here, it's starting to get a bit noisy. Up here is not so bad, but I should do some preventive maintenance, so to speak. And I should put on-ramps here too, so the people in this area can get on the highway here and they don't have to drive all the way around, clog this up even more. People really want to get over here too, so the fact that everyone's trying to leave this way is not the only problem. Right, anyway, so, whoops, we're going to go back and do sound barriers. Let's add them along. We have an idea of what to compare it to. There's a very long stretch of highway here that needs them, and I can fill this area with trees too. Get the rest of Pearl Square nice and sound insulated, so they can enjoy their own audiophile quality headphones like I am right now. Yay! What's this dirtiness over here? Oh, it's trash. Dirty, this is trash. I also thought of a great name for an industrial zone in the future, the litter box. I still like Stinky Industry Land as is for now. I think the litter box will probably be the forestry area once it's done. Oh good, I can put barriers on the roundabout. I can put them on the on-ramps, as I recall. No, just leading to it. Click on existing road. Shut up, don't tell me what to do. So that looks a bit weird, because it's... Oh, it works so. It merges from an on-ramp onto more highway. Anyway. Can I put... Oh no, that just turns it into highway? No. I'm pretty sure there's a mod that adds sound barriers on on-ramps, and I might need to look for that. Okay, so it's going to be pretty much impossible to put them on the roads underneath. Let's get around. I can get that bit at least. I can get that bit. It was blue before. No. Oh, I can get that. Good. Why is it not allowing that? Probably height clearance since it gets pretty low there. Something else I've been considering is seeing if there's a way to have a road go underneath the roundabout then pop back over. That would at least take care of any traffic over here. But over here no longer really appears to be the problem besides this commercial area here. But I think that's most because people are trying to get off at that ramp.